Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really cool team you can use for just blasting your way through this faction assault in Lyrasza's Lair. Now this team will work if you're an experienced player or a pretty new one, just because of the way the team works together. It's really cool. But first of all, you're going to want to go to the shop, and if your horde level is not at least on a level 100, you can get yourself a potion of enchantment from here. This really will help you out. Enchants all allies at the start of battle and applies to this event only. And you grab some other stuff at the same time. You can grab some other tiers if you so desire. There is a weapon at the end of tier 4, but I don't like these weapons that just do one of various different things. Not a fan at all. When I cast a weapon or a spell, I want to know what's going to happen. Thank you very much. So not for me, but if you go that far anyway, the tiers, you'll pick it up at tier 4 anyway, because you have to buy the tiers in order. Now my level on this is actually quite high. My horde level is pretty high on this, so I do hit pretty hard, but it still doesn't make a difference, because the way this team works is very similar to my Invincibles team I've shown before, which uses Mang, a Chalcedony, a Gargoyle, which you can't use in this, and a Zernebog or a second Chalcedony or a Tower, something like that. But the way this works is a similar kind of way. Now the cool thing about Delves is, as they get harder, you get more attack, more armor, more life on the enemy, things like that. But we can actually use that against them with this team if you've not seen how it works before. Because Mang eliminates all armor from an enemy, then deals a certain amount of damage to them, and then gains attack equal to the armor eliminated. So basically on those much harder delves where the enemy has got way higher attack, way higher armor rather, you take that away and you convert it to attack, and basically you can end up on 1,000 attack really easily, even if you're a newer player to the game. So it makes your team really powerful. Any skull hits are going to be mega devastating. So the way you can use it is we charge up our Mang first of all, hit someone really hard with that, convert that armor to attack, and then we start looping with a Chalcedony. She'll deal a decent amount of damage to an enemy. Again, my stats are quite high on this because of my horde level. Then creates 3 brown gems boosted by all constructs. We've got an all construct team, so this will be the maximum amount. What happened is, as we get those 4 matches, Finesse will start giving itself 4 to all skills, because it's a Strix and a Construct. Very handy indeed when matching 4 or more gems. And it will also do a decent amount of damage to an enemy and a random enemy, and if the enemy uses yellow, deal double damage. So basically we can target the troops with Chalcedony that aren't yellow, and then hit them super hard with Finesse later on, the ones that are yellow, if there are any there. This is on the harder levels, of course, because early on the enemies are going to start falling over really quickly. For 4th place is a kind of playstyle choice. You can have Zernebog in there if you like. It's just extra generation of brown if we need it. And it also conjures a dust storm when its turn begins, which is brown. This basically guarantees us a constant plume of brown throughout the battles. But if you like, for extra power, and is a good way to go, is to swap out a Zernebog for another Finesse. Now with 2 Finesses, you're going to change that gift of Finesse to give 8 to all skills on all Strix allies when matching 4 or more gems. So when we're looping with Chalcedony, we're basically going to get up that power of Finesse really quickly. But in the early stages, it's going to be simple anyway, so may as well just go with Zernebog. We do have to be in the Geomancer for this. Nice 50% start on all our troops. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Impact is nice. Don't think these ones are relevant. Anti-magic sphere is good. Tactician, yes. Rock solid, absolutely. When we're looping with Chalcedony, really useful. We'll get brown all the time. We get a near constant barrier. Tree of Knowledge is cool, or you can have Stone Mastery, whatever you prefer. And a Fortitude or Master Builder. I do like a Fortitude. Banner for this, I've gone for +2 brown, +1 red, -1 blue. Right, so let's take it out of there. The first stages are going to be really simple. I'll just do a really quick run on this because it's mega straightforward. So we just collect the mana that we need. When you cast your Mang, you'll grab someone's armor. Normally you do it on the one that's got the highest armor, but obviously at this level it doesn't really make too much difference. We can then cast Chalcedony, she's gone a loop. Then we can cast our Finesse, that will hit 2 targets, and they're both gone. So for the early stages, I'll just do this really quickly. Then I'll show how it works on a higher level in the actual delve itself. There we go, got them up already. May as well just do that with Chalcedony and again hit with Finesse, who will be getting more powerful. All those 4 matches. Whichever one you fancy. Hello Isabel, how you doing today? Looking as grumpy as ever. Your Finesse didn't get charged. You can obviously just loop with a Charleston and it's going to be quick. You can stick on some nicer medals if you like to boost up your power. I'll just do this one and I'll jump into the delve itself and do it on a higher level. Show how you benefit from Mang. Like Mang at the moment I'm doing 132 attack, but you take away the armour, convert it to attack, we're now doing 158. Technically you should have cast that on the bottom troop, save the yellow troops for Finesse to hit hard, but it doesn't actually matter right now. Right, so we're in the delve itself now. Let's do a fight in there. Going to be level 190. Just to show how exactly the same team works and how you can benefit from the higher levels of the opponent. You see, everybody's got like 90, 95, 96, 107 armor, but our Mang right now is doing 132 attack. My horde level is quite high, but everything's sort of relative in this. We'll cast this on that bottom opponent, take away all that. We've now got 241 attack, so your attack would have gone up by 107 no matter what your starting player level. Really, really cool. Like I say, now when we cast Chalcedony, like all the other troops use yellow, so it actually doesn't matter who we cast it on now. We can just get them out of the way. Won't loop forever. It will go wrong every now and again, but for the vast majority of the time it is going to loop non-stop. And then could have done the bottom troop then, actually got them out of the way and then hit them with Finesse, who's going to do double damage to yellow enemies, as well as get all that boost. On the next round I'll show how Finesse gets boosted. Our initial damage, 130 attack and 96 damage to an enemy and a random enemy. If you need to buff up your Finesse, get that power crazily out of control, you can choose to do that as well. Absolutely up to you. So Mang, first port of call on anybody that's got a nice high attack. No yellow enemies here, so basically we can attack who we like with a Charleston. Let's get that bomb troop out of the way. If you want to hit them hard now with your Finesse, you can. If you need to charge up and use brown, you absolutely can. Now Finesse is doing 99 damage to an enemy and a random enemy. But all these 4 matches, when you loop with Charleston, just add to that attack. It's now on 115 damage to an enemy and a random enemy. So it really does go up quick. And it hits twice as well. Like if there's only one enemy left, Finesse will actually hit that single enemy twice. So really good. Right, so let's get our Mang ready and our Finesse. We have a yellow enemy here this time, so we'll save them. We'll get rid of his armor. Look at that, got over 300 attack now. Let's get rid of them with a Charleston. She didn't loop, but when you cast the Zernabog, this creates so much brown. There's a really good chance that's going to loop anyway. It didn't, but hey ho, what do you know? Finesse is going to go up in damage all the time. Let's get rid of them. Let's hit them hard with this, if you like. Don't actually have to. You can just loop with Charleston if you like. I normally do like to keep the turn myself and just keep looping with Charleston until they're in one-shot range of Finesse. It's a good way to go about it. And with that really high attack, you can give them a wallop with any skulls that come along. 238 damage. See you later. Really safe way to go because you're getting a barrier every single brown match. Let's just do this last stage. So really safe. Like the way I would actually do it, like here I'd cast Zernabolka just because it was ready. I would use Mang to take out someone with really high attack. Now I would pick on someone, say, at the bottom that doesn't use yellow. Not interested in those skull attacks, really. I'll kind of wait for them to come by themselves. Sometimes you just get a random skull hit. You can choose if you want to cast Mang again. You can do it. Why not? 555 attack now. If you want to hit really hard with your finesse, you can. Hit them, double damage on them. Loads of damage. Soften them up for Charleston to finish off. Piece of cake. What a constant barrier. Take skull matches if you like when you've got really high attack, or just wait for the incidental skull drops to just do the damage by itself. Another really easy team to use, the Invincibles Mark II, I'm calling this one. But really easy to use, a lot of fun. And there it is, there's the video. If you enjoyed it, why not bash that like and subscribe button if you've not done so before, it really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.